Okay, it's recording.
Is it?
I don't know what says recording. Sorry, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's recording. Like,
Okay, there we go.
yeah.
Okay, so the second letter is bet. And how we're gonna write that in cursive is usually like this. I'll write a few of them here so you guys can kind of see. Bet. They make it look a little bit like this in the picture. This is hard to do without my chalkboard. I've never seen nobody write one like that in my life. So, so it makes kind of a B sound like boy. Now, you notice they gave you two there. So if it has the little dot in it, which is called a doggish, it makes a B sound like boy. And if it's missing that little dot, which is called a doggish, it makes a V sound like veterinarian. So then we have, as you notice, it's similar to our alphabet in English. So the Hebrews got the alphabet from the Phoenicians, and the Greeks also got the alphabet from the Phoenicians. So when we get our alphabet similar to the Greek. So if you guys have ever taken any Greek before, you know alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and you notice aleph, bet, gimel, dalet, similar. So the third letter here is going to be a gimel, which kind of has a G sound, and they have it written something like that. But the way we're going to write it in the cursive is like this. It looks almost like a little D with no back on it. And the fourth letter here is a dalet. It looks like this. So as you're learning these letters, you want to pay special attention to this little part right here. See that little tail that hangs over? Y'all see that? Do you see it, Tim? Okay. That little thing is going to make a difference. So, for example, words like achad, means one, like in the Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, that you are one. Now, if we were to take that little bitty tail thing off, it would say achar, like another, like Adonai is another, like a different God. So it makes a difference. The way we write the dalet in the cursive is like this. Pretty similar to what they have in the picture there. One of my favorites to write. And then, of course, next we have the hay, which you guys are used to seeing that one, I'm sure, like in Yod Hey Vav Hey, looks something like that. Pay special close attention to where that the line does not connect. So the way we typically write that in the cursive is something like this. Pretty similar that they have there. And then the Vav, which makes a V sound, is just simply a line. And the next letter is called Zion. And it looks a little bit similar to the Vav.
Lee,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
one before Zion, the one before is just a line on the script, but what about the book print? It has like a little tail.
It's got a little bitty tail on it. So be careful
Right?
not to, yes, it does. So now be careful not to get it confused with the Zion. You see that it looks like almost like a little lowercase T almost. It goes all the way across. But you'll get used to looking at it.
Okay.
So the Zion, how we write that in cursive is like this. It's going to be the opposite
Okay, with the D, yeah, okay.
Right, it's gonna be the opposite of the way that we write the Gimel. And a good way to remember that is because
Mhm.
the Gimel is going the same way as if we were gonna write a lowercase g. I'll write this on here. This is how I remembered it. Right? You see the Gimel is the similar way we would
Mhm,
write a
okay.
lowercase g. And then we have the next letter, which is called a chet. It's not a chet or a het, it's a chet. You got to get a little bit of the back of the throat there. And it looks like the hay, except for, you notice all the lines are connected there, right?
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Mhm. So way we write that in cursive a lot of times, or in handwriting, we'll just kind of make like that, like a hump.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll see people put a little thing on it, or it looks like a lowercase n or something. That's fine too.
Okay.
The main thing is just to make sure it's connected there so you don't get it confused with the hay. And then we have the tet, which sounds like a T in English. And I won't try to draw the block print on that. It's a little bit difficult. But it just looks like this, like a little swirly. And then the next one's real. Did you get that one?
Mhm. Okay. Got it.
Now the next one is a yod. Some people pronounce it yod, yod. And it just looks like a little comma. And it's always in the upper right side. This is the little one. It's like the beginning of God's name, like Yod Hey Vav Hey. It's the Yod.
Mhm.
And then one more. We'll do one more. We'll do the cough. So the reason why they give you two is because it's kind of like the bet, where it can make two sounds with one. So it looks like a backwards C with a doggish, with a dot in the middle. That makes a k
Okay.
sound like a K sound.
Okay.
Now, if we take the doggish away, it makes a sound like the het, like the chet. It makes the exact same sound. So the way that I would always remember this was that it would make a K sound like a kitty if it had the little
The
dot
dot.
in it. Does it remind me of a kitty?
Okay.
And that's as far as we go with that. So I know you've seen this once, and Tim, are you somewhat familiar with these?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, very good. Okay, so if we look on page 3, it gives us the first six letters there. Let's say them together. So I'll say it and then you'll say it. Aleph,
Aleph,
Bet,
Bet,
Gimel,
Gimel,
Gimel.
Dalet,
Dalet,
Dalet.
Hey,
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 Vav.
Vav.
Mhm. And again, the Aleph, the first letter there, it's silent. You only pronounce it with a vowel that follows it. So it's one of the guttural letters. So it takes special treatment. We're going to find out later on. But in antiquity, it did used to be pronounced. So probably somewhere deep in the back of the throat. But now it's not something we pronounce. And like we said, the bet with the doggish in it, it makes a B sound like a boy. And without, it makes a V sound like vine. Makes the same sound as the vav. So, and the hey, if it comes at the end of the word, also can be silent. If it doesn't have anything following it and it's at the end of the word. And the reason why that is because they would use it as a vowel marker. So the Hebrew text used to be written without the dots and the dashes. That was added in like the 9th century by the Masoretes. And it would, so that people wouldn't get confused with another word. So they would know that that was marking some sort of vowel or a gender specific thing. So it wouldn't be confused. So we'll learn two of the vowel points really quick here on page 3. The first one that we'll learn, it looks like a little T. It's called a chametz, or you can call it a comets if it's hard for you to pronounce. It's a chametz. So I'll draw our little pretend letter, or I'll use a bet. I'll use a bet. So we have the bet, and then I'll draw the chametz. It looks like the little baby T, and it just makes a ah sound. Just, hey, what's up, Vince?
What's up, man?
How you
Sorry, I'm
doing?
late.
That's okay. We're
Took
just
forever to get out of HEB.
That's all right. We're just reviewing. So this is a class valve. It just makes an ah sound. And the one right next to it is to be easy to remember is a patach, patach. And it also makes an ah sound. They both are A class valves. Ah. So, Tim, how will we pronounce this?
That one would be ah.
Right. How will we pronounce it with the consonant?
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Here's the thing, Lee. I'm not trying to be a problem, but your internet keeps cutting in and out sometimes. And
Oh, does
so-
it? Is it really
yeah,
hard?
It's sometimes you're breaking up, and I'm struggling.
Oh
to
man,
hear.
that's gotta be rough. It's showing me I got.
I don't know
all
if
the-
it's everyone, but it's just
Yes,
me.
it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dang, it's showing
Yeah.
me I got all my things.
I'm having
it-
the same issue.
Is it doing it right now?
No.
Not right now.
Okay, if it
No,
is,
right in the
I'll-
middle of that lesson, it broke up a bit, and it was hard
Okay.
to track.
if it does it again, just stop me right where I'm at, and I'll move somewhere else from the house. Okay, so if we have the bet, and then we have this vowel underneath it, how would we pronounce it? If we said the consonant and then the sound of the vowel.
Oh, would it be ba?
Ba.
Will
Exactly.
it be?
It will be ba.
Okay.
If we were to change it to a chametz, what would it be?
Bait?
Ba. It's still ba.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're both just make the ah sound.
Oh,
And
got
still
it.
this, okay.
Yep, both of them just make an ah. So for example, we try another letter. Am I sounding clear still?
Right
Right
now,
now,
yeah.
Yeah, you're on.
Let me
you're-
just try to move somewhere else.
Okay. Sorry, Lee.
No, it's all good. I want y'all to be able to hear me. Better, worse?
It's showing yellow now. You were in the red. Now you're in yellow. So
Man,
that's
I got
good.
full. Telling me I'm good.
It could be that Zoom just doesn't like what you're doing.
Probably Zoom doesn't.
That
like me.
that looks better for us. I mean,
Does it?
You're in yellow bars, full yellow bars. so
Okay,
that's
let me grab my little thing. Okay, so we'll try it with another letter. And I'll try to write it in the book print a little bit. I'll write a dalet with the chametz.
oh,
That's da.
Da, yep. The Vince has already been through all this. He's cheating. And of course, if we were just to use the patach, it would be the same sound, right?
Yep.
Da.
Nah.
duh. Okay.
So you just say the sound of the consonant, and it'll take like a little while to learn them, like a week. You get used to it. Just like as you're going through your day and you get a minute, just say Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yod, Kaf, and it'll just be like your regular ABCs. So if we turn on page 4, I'll make Vince go first since he's good at this already.
Oh my goodness.
Will you read, Vince, will you read line 1 on page 4?
Yeah, give me 1 second because I actually didn't grab the book before I got on. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay. And Mirtha and Tim, you guys just this week just focus on learning the alphabet
Okay.
and don't hesitate to call me or text me or put something in the group
Okay.
thing.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you.
Yep, I don't mind at all.
So that is-
All right. Page 4, you said?
Yep, line 1.
So that would be ba, ba, ba.
That last one, did you say va with the V sound?
No, ba.
That last one is va because there's no doggish in the
Oh.
bit.
That's right.
Okay.
And what I did when I was first learning is I would write the English letters above them in my book.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
And then the next one would be ga, ga, Man, you just told me that already. Ba,
Huh?
ba,
Va, yep, va.
Uh-huh.
ga, ba,
Mhm.
and then I forget what the two together do. It's something.
It's just because the
Okay.
yeah, they're trying to trick you there because y'all see the olive at the end.
Mhm.
You know, there's no vowel underneath it, so there's nothing to say there. So they're just kind of trying to trick you. And okay, so everybody knows we're going from left to right, correct? Okay.
Right to left. Right to
No. Okay. Does somebody want to give line 2 a shot?
I have a question. So what
Sure.
word can you do with the two aleph together?
Nothing. They're
Nothing?
they're just trying to get you to make the sound.
Okay.
They're just trying to get you comfortable with the letters.
I'll pass. Whoever wants to go next.
Okay, you want to give
I'll
it a shot?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. So I see ba, ga,
Mhm. Mhm.
va, ga,
Mhm.
and then that's da, 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 ba, and then ba.
And Bob, you got it.
Yeah.
Very good. And let's see. Vince, you wanna do line 3?
Ga, da, ga, ba, ga, ba.
No,
Da.
nope. That last one was va with the V sound.
With
Oh. Bob. Okay.
Oh.
And then
Yep.
da, and then and then the ha.
Not it's not ha, it's just ha, because you see the little gap in there?
Oh yeah. I was
Yep,
thinking
that's-
about the wrong one.
Yep, that's a lookalike. That's a hey. The one that's connected is a het.
So what sound that one that makes the
It makes
last one?
like an H sound, just like a regular H.
Okay.
Yep. So the hey is the regular H sound.
Uh-huh.
That's the one that's not connected all the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had those backwards.
Oh, yep. Yep. Don't get those mixed up.
And so let's see, I was at ha, da, ha.
What's the last one?
Oh, wait a minute. What
let's
is
see.
that? Hog?
Hog. Yep.
Ugh.
Hog. Yep.
How do you spell that? I'm writing on top of it.
Like HOG.
Okay.
See, we have the hey, which makes an H sound, and we
Okay.
have the patak underneath it, which is an ah.
AJ.
Yep. So
Uh-huh.
you have ha, and then the last sound is a G, so it's hog.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And let's do one more. Let's do line 5. You want to try that one, Tim?
Sure. I'll try line 5. So I've got, okay, I think I've got da,
Uh-huh.
and then, oof, hold on. And then za,
Nope.
No?
Va, like vine.
hold on.
It's a va.
Oh, yeah, because
Yep,
it doesn't
see
have the
the-
tail.
They
Right,
look
no tail.
similar.
Yeah, so ha, va, no, sorry, oh my gosh.
Oh, wait,
It's
start
ha.
over. Start over.
All right, let me start over again.
Okay.
Let's see this. Man. Okay, yeah, I keep looking at 4 too, so sorry.
Okay.
So da,
Yep.
va,
Yep.
ha,
Nope. Just ha.
oh, ha, no,
Yep.
no guttural.
No guttural on that one.
Okay, ha. Okay.
See the
Then
gap?
yes.
Just remember
yeah,
like the open door to the house or something like that. That'll help you remember.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ha, then
Mhm.
Is that ga?
It's va.
Oh, that's
Va.
va as well?
Yep, because it's a bet, but it doesn't have the doggish in it.
Doesn't have the doggish, so that's va. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. All right. So then I'm in, let's see, va again.
Yes,
Yep. And then a ba,
you got it.
and then I think that's,
It's a gimel.
so it's ga.
Ga. Mhm.
Mhm. And then
Ah.
and then we have a, wow, that's the first one. I'm just having trouble remembering what the consonants are, but I got this.
That's normal. Yeah, when you first
Yeah,
start.
that's da.
Yep.
Ba,
Yep.
and then the last one. There's a little trick curveball here, but I think I got this. It's
What is it?
av,
Yep. And you know what that means.
father.
Yep.
Yeah.
Say it again. How do you say that one again? Last one?
Av,
Mhm.
like Abraham, 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 av,
Exactly.
yeah, father.
So Mirta, what might help you is what helped me when I first started doing it is just write the English sound above it.
That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna have to do throughout the week. Yeah.
And then,
Study.
yep, just work on that. That'll help you. And on page 2 there, they show you kind of the sounds that they make. And it's just, all it is getting used to seeing it. So let's look at some of the other letters right there on page 4. And you guys will work on this throughout the week. And you'll be more comfortable with it. So there in the middle of page 4, we have the Zion, which makes a Z like a zebra.
Mhm.
And then we have the Het, which is like the look-alike with the hay, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then we have the Tet. It makes a T sound. And we have the Y, which makes a Y sound. And we have the Cough, which is like a backward C. And when it has the dot in it, it makes a K sound like kitty. And when it does not have the dot, it makes a sound like the Het. So I know it's a lot of information, and I know you can't cram it all in right now, but just look at it 2 or 3 times this week. So we'll learn 2 more vowels real quick. If you look underneath that, the first one we have there, it just looks like a little bitty dot underneath the letter,
Mhm.
and it's called a Hierig. Hierig. And it just makes an E sound. Just sounds like E. It's a Hierig. So we would pronounce this B, because we have a bet as a doggish, and then we have a Hierig, would just say B,
B.
B. Now, the next vowel is called a Hierig Yod. Hierig Yod. See the yod that we learned that makes the Y sound? This is just going to mark as a vowel placeholder. So there's nothing underneath that yod. This is one of the few letters that does this. There's nothing underneath that yod, so we're not going to say it. As I said before, like the Hebrew was written without the dots and dashes, so they would put certain letters in as vowel holders, so you know what you're reading and you wouldn't mix it up for another word that would sound silly. So the reason why they're still in there is because the scribes, they're called soferim, which means like to count. So what they do is they count all the letters by the time they made the Masoretic text, which is like the text we use mostly for our English Bibles. And these were still there, so they leave them. So they would count the letters to make sure they had enough. So this still makes an E sound, B.
E. Okay.
So you have Hierig and Hierig Yod. Now, for example, if that Yod right there had a vowel underneath it, we would say it. So for an example, let's say that we got a word like this. We would say biya. 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 That makes sense?
Sure.
Yes.
Without it, it's just B.
It's just B without it. Yep. But as we were doing our other reading there, like we had other words like hog that ended with a consonant and we said it. So, you know, the yod is special because they used it as one of the placeholders.
So it actually says he ya, like in a kung fu movie.
Yep, pretty much.
That's funny.
Let's look at the checkup words on page 5. See where if we start on the right hand side on the first line where it says bog.
Mhm.
Could you guys see how we get that? Bog.
Yep.
Odd. Bob. Ha ha. Second line we'd have Bach. Heat. Key. Aha. Last line, eat, yacht, easy. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now what I
Can
had,
you, sorry,
oh yeah, go ahead.
on that first line, the last phrase is ha ha.
Yep.
There's a dash there. Is that just an English dash?
Yeah, they
between the
just put that in there.
two? Okay.
Yeah, they're just trying to help us. We got
Understood.
something like that in Hebrew. It's called a maketh, but you're not getting that till like the end of the book.
Okay.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
kind of put it in there. You're the second person that asked about that.
Sorry about that. Just want to
Oh,
make
it's
sure.
good. I'll remember to mention it next time. So what I had everybody do the first week was on page 6, exercise 4 on page 6. I wanted everybody to read that and write it out. Copy lines 1 through 7 for yourself and make sure that you're pronouncing them correctly. That's what I gave for homework for the first week. So Mirta, do you feel like you're more confident on doing that exercise after kind of reviewing the alphabet?
No, I'd rather pass, Lee, honestly. I need more time and
Okay,
I'd rather hear you guys doing it.
okay. We'll just write your English letters over it
Mhm.
and just focus on learning the alphabet and getting used to seeing them, because getting used to seeing the letters is the biggest part,
Mhm.
because it looks strange. Like when I first started doing it, so I said I held the book upside down and I thought it looked like it made more sense.
I even had a nightmare the other night. I said, "Oh gosh."
Did you?
This is not real. This is not happening.
Mhm. Okay, and Vince, you didn't have no problem with exercise 4?
Yeah,
You did have problems or you got it?
no, I'm good. I didn't fill it in because Margarita was gonna fill it in, but
Okay,
I did read them aloud.
okay, let's hear line 1.
Okay, so it's gonna be Av,
Mhm.
Ad,
Mhm.
Ag, Av, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Yeah, no, Av.
No, Oz. With
Oh, man,
the-
that looks like the other one. Okay, that one messed me up. Oz, yeah, that's as I am.
everybody
Okay.
gets that one mixed up at first.
And then Bach.
Nope, bot, bot.
But
Oh
See
man,
that?
that's right. That's the other way around.
Yeah, that's a tet. It means daughter, bot.
So the next one is Bach.
Vach, yep,
Then it's Ba.
yep.
Then it's Bach.
No, that one's va,
Dang it,
Ba.
I keep flipping those. Yeah.
yep. Remember on the house, on the head, it's H like house, right? And it's got
Yeah.
a little open door on it. Might help you remember.
so that one was what? How do you say it? Hot?
That the hay,
Uh-huh.
yep, the hay, it makes the sound like an H.
Okay. And the one next to it, it's
And the one that
The last one is Ava, right?
Abba,
Abba.
you got it.
okay. Got it. Done. Wrote
And
it down.
y'all know what that means.
Father.
That's really Aramaic. It's not Hebrew.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Because we said Hebrew was Av.
So are you comfortable trying one of these ones? I know you're just learning a lot of this, Tim, but I know you already had some Hebrew background.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I mean, I'll give it a
Give it a shot.
College try. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. All right. So the first one is going number 2.
Yeah,
Is that what you
number
want?
2.
Okay. So that'd be hot.
Heat.
Oh, heat with the dot. Yeah, I see that.
Heat.
Heat.
Because that dot underneath it is a hierig. It makes an E. So all you guys have learned so far is ah and E.
Got it. Yeah. That's cool. Heat. And then is it heave?
Heave, yep.
Okay. And then I wouldn't pronounce that yod there.
But we can't,
So-
right?
Right. There's nothing underneath it indicating that I would pronounce it. So then that letter, find you, buddy boy. You're right.
Huh?
Where'd you go? Oh, yeah. That's the V. So that's a heave.
Heave.
So it's heaved
Cool.
twice, right?
Heave.
Yep.
And then another heave, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, heave,
then-
heave. And then wait, what's
I'm
the
look-
fourth? What's the fourth one?
Is it heave?
Heed with the
Oh,
D on the
heed.
see the
Yes,
dollar?
yes.
Yep.
Heave and then heed. And then is this one yich?
You got it.
Yich?
Yep. And my Hebrew teacher made me put a lot of on it when I first learned. Now once you get used to it, like don't worry about it too much. But at first, make sure you're
Is
saying it.
Is it yich and ye?
You got it.
Oh, cool. And then we've just got a B,
Yep.
and then another. Oh, no. Hold on. Don't even try to trick me, bro. He and V.
No, Kevin kept getting confused with that one too. That's a cough with a dot in it, right? So it makes a K like a kitty.
Okay, right.
It's key, like your car keys.
Okay. So it's he and key.
You got it. And the last one,
Well, then if I put this all together, I'm going to get, oh my goodness.
Hmm.
I'm going to get, okay, hold on. I think I'm going to get this right, actually.
let's hear it.
Is it Kiba? No, Kibi? No, it's Kiba.
Bika.
Bika?
Bika.
Oh, it's Bika.
You see it?
Yes, now I see it. Yeah,
Okay.
they're trying to trick you. little
They're trying to trick you.
suckers.
Okay, now
Yeah.
Tim and Mirtha, I don't want y'all to go no farther. I want y'all to make sure you understand the alphabet through the cough. That's the
Okay.
one that makes the K sound. It looks like a backward C. Make sure you
Okay.
understand the letters through there. Make sure you take a look on page 5 at the look-alike letters.
Yes.
And I want you guys to make sure you understand the vowels on page 4
Mhm.
and also the vowels on page 3. You got your ah and your e. Those are the only sounds we learn. So we have the patach, which is just a line, and it makes it ah. We have the kametz, which is like a little baby, like a little T, and that is also ah.
Mhm.
And you got the chirig, which is just simply a dot underneath the letter,
Mhm.
and that is E. And then you guys also learn the chirig yod. So don't try to cram too much. I want y'all just to learn the alphabet well, where you recognize it through cough. Try to practice writing the handwriting
Mhm.
and make sure you know the vowels.
Okay.
Now, Vince, you already did all that. I'll turn to page 8.
Oh my goodness.
And you guys just listen.
Mhm.
Don't try to cram this in yet. You guys focus on that first part.
Okay.
Okay, you're on page 8, Vince.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on one second. Let me see if my grandkids are gone so that
Okay.
Rita can join too then.
okay, cool. You guys got any questions, Tim or Mirtha?
No.
Don't get discouraged, because I almost quit when I first started doing it, because my brain did not work that way, and it would make my head hurt. And then one day it just kind of clicked.
And you guys are young. Imagine 40 and up. So that's not an easy thing to.
Hey, I walked behind a lawnmower for like 20 years. I wasn't reading stuff in English. so it's like, oh, it made my brain hurt.
And the thing is, the sounds in Spanish, at least there's a letter that we pronounce it the same. There's no difference. So having to
Oh,
learn-
I got you.
Oh gosh.
I keep forgetting that English is your second language, though. That's
Uh-huh.
gotta be harder.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lady in my first year class, and her first language was Dutch,
Oh my
and
goodness.
she made it through the whole course, but she was saying it was really hard because she was always translating everything back into Dutch in her mind,
Uh-huh.
and then trying to get it back into Hebrew. And she made it through, but she said it was really hard.
It's hard, yeah. It's like my sister, she spent 7 years in Russia. So when she speaks English, the accent is like she's speaking Russian.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is a hard language to learn. It's a level 4 for English speakers.
Oh, wow.
So that's up there. I think like Japanese is a 5 or something like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, like Mandarin is a 5.
Yeah. So for English speakers, it's rough. But the thing is, we're learning to read it. So we're kind of going like a one-way street. We're just taking the Hebrew and bringing it into English. We're not going to take the English and put it back into Hebrew, because this is biblical Hebrew. So this is not like a spoken language. Of course, the modern Israeli Hebrew is quite different. It's similar, very similar, but I think it's more different than King James English and American English.
Mhm.
So remember, we're just going a one-way street. We're just going to take everything from Hebrew and bring it into like good English, where other people can understand what the text is saying and meaning. So
How long will it take you to go through the whole book?
we did it in 30 weeks, but we're going just a little bit slower because they made us like jam it in there.
Mhm.
We're going to go a little bit slower. So if you don't have your book with you and you forget and want to go through the alphabet, Psalm 23 or Psalm 119, right?
Yeah, it has
Oh,
all the,
yeah.
alphabet, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lamentations
Mhm.
also has it, and there's some other ones too, aren't there?
Another Psalms I was reading this the other night too. Yeah, there's another one.
I just know that Psalm 119 reads like a school lesson. Like if you read it, like it was all, it almost, you can almost see it like in the little schools of them learning their alphabet
Yeah.
through the Psalms. It just feels like a little, it feels like a class.
Yep.
Like if you go, A is for apple, B is for boy, C is
Yeah.
for cat. It's just like that. Like, it just takes you through, but with a spiritual emphasis.
Mhm. And
Okay, yeah.
a lot of the English Bibles, they have the little Hebrew letter there. Some do, some don't.
Yeah, they still do some of them. Yeah.
So but as you're going through your day, just remember Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Bob, Zion, Chet, Tet, Yod, Kaf.
Yeah.
Just go like that till you'll get used to it, and it'll be just like you're doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I guess Vince ain't coming back.
He probably
stayed with
is.
kids.
I'm guessing he ain't coming back without Margarita.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, so Vince and Mirta, you guys like call me or whatever if you have questions. But don't
Yes,
even,
thank
yeah,
you.
don't get discouraged or nothing. So Vince, all right, you ready for chapter 2?
Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna learn the last half of the alphabet.
okay,
Have you looked at it yet?
not at all.
Okay. You're gonna have to practice it, so I'm just gonna show you.
Okay,
The first one they're showing you there on page 8 is a lamed. It looks something like that.
how do you say it?
Lamed,
Lamed?
lamed with like an L sound.
Not
like-
llama, but lamed.
Lamed. Yep.
Yeah.
So the way that we write it in cursive is like this. One of my favorite ones to write.
Okay,
See, they kind of have it there.
it looks like a musical note.
It does. I like that one. So the next one is a mem. It's called mem. It makes an M sound.
Okay,
I'm not going to attempt to draw the book script. That's like a little too intense.
yeah, it looks like a tent waving.
Yeah. So that's a mem, like it makes an M sound. This is the way that we write it.
Got it?
It looks like an N, right?
Right. So
But it's not an N, it's a mem.
mem. Okay.
Yep. So this one, there's 5 letters that have a final form. And I'm just going to tell them to you right now. You don't need to remember them right now. But they're called sophites or a final form. And you can see it there on page 2 if you want to look for the mem sophite, which is a final mem.
Page 2.
Yep, where all the letters are listed.
Oh, in the second column. Okay, I see it.
Yep, you see where the mem is, and then where the mem sophite is, or the final mem.
Yeah.
So if that mem is, and you'll get used to it, it sounds weird at first. If that mem is the last letter in a word, it will look squarish like that. And in the handwriting, we'll write it kind of like this, where it looks like a P basically, but it goes below the line.
Got it. Okay.
So the next one we have that makes the N sound is called a noon. Noon.
Okay.
And the way we write it in the cursive is just looks like a little J.
Okay.
Noon. So the next one is Somic.
Sonic.
Somic. Let me see
Sonic.
Yep, let me see if I can. This, if I had to write it in English letters.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Somic.
Sonic.
And it just makes a S sound. And to write it in cursive, you just write a circle.
Okay.
And then you have the next letter is called ion. If I had to spell it in English, I would probably spell it like that.
Okay.
And it's also quiescent. It does not make a sound. It's like the Aleph. It doesn't make any noise.
Okay.
Now it's also a guttural letter, but we just don't say it now. For example, like Sodom and Gomorrah, the Gomorrah is spelt with an ion. So it's really like Gomorrah, something like that. We don't say it. We don't know exactly how they say it, but we know it's a guttural, like somewhere deep in the back of the throat. So that'll be a
Okay.
silent one. And this is one of my favorites to draw also. It looks like an upside down fish,
Mhm.
Okay,
the iron. And the next one is called pay. Pay. And we just write it like that, like the opposite way of how we do the tet.
okay,
So you notice that one of them has a dot in it, a doggish, right?
yeah,
If it has the dot, it's P like people. And that's how I remembered it, because it has the eyeball like a people. And then if it has no doggish, it makes an F like Frank.
wow, okay,
And you can see why they do that on some of those, because like P and F are kind of similar sounding ones.
yeah,
So we're going to work on those. And then they're going to give us 2 more vowels. Well, 3 really, they're the same though. So the first one, I'll use the bet as our model letter, is the 2 dots underneath it, side by side, like a little vampire bite. That's called a tsere. Tsere. And I'll try to write that in English. Tsere. It has
Got
like a TZ, like pizza kind of.
got it.
And this sound makes A. Like the example they give us there is hey. So
Got
it
it.
makes an A sound. Then you have tseriod. Obviously makes the same sound.
Mm-hmm.
Same situation as the hearing, for the same reasons and everything. And the next letter, the next vowel that they're going to show us there is called a segel. Try to write it. Segel.
Cycle, okay,
It's not Seagal like Steven Seagal, all that. It's a segel. So the reason why I tell you that, I'll help you remember it, is because when you get 2 segels in a row, you say them together, like the word chesed for loving kindness. It's chesed. It's not chesed like you hear people say it. It drives me nuts. You get 2 of them in a row. This was a segel. That'll help you remember this rule later. So, a segel just makes a like bed. So we have lamed, mem, noon, samic, ayin, and pay. Lamed, mem, noon, samic, ayin, and pay. So if you look at the lookalike letters up there at the top of page 9, as you start on the right side of the first, at the top there, those are 2 that you got mixed up earlier. The one on the far right is a mem, which makes like an M sound. And the one to the left of it is a tet, which makes like a T sound. To me, the mem always kind of looked like an M a little bit. And then the 2 pair in the middle there, the one on the right, that's a noon, which makes an N sound. And the one to the left of it, that's a gimel, which you learned in your first week. And these last 2 on the far left, I guess people get those confused. They look different to me. The one on the right, of course, is a noon, and then you have a cough. So that cough does not have a doggish in it, so it would be like a sound. So let's look at the checkup words there. Checkup words are less. See, because it has a segel, just makes an sound. Less. And the second word there, it has a ayin, which is silent. And then we have a tsere, which makes an A sound. And then the tet, which makes a T sound. So it's 8. Does that make sense? The way they got it spelled out?
Yeah. 8.
So that last one, the one on the far left, safety, you can see they have a somic with the tsere, and they have a pay, which doesn't have a dogish in it. So it makes an F sound. So you have safe and then T. So this is a good one to learn from.
Wait a minute, I'm a little confused. Say, oh,
Okay.
I was looking at the wrong line. There it is. Okay. never
Oh,
mind.
okay.
Safety. I was looking at meal right below it, and I was like, wait a minute. That's
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
so we got the, I'll write this one out. So we have safety. All right, so you can see where we divide our syllables like that. You can see where we divided the syllables.
Yeah.
So this is a consonant, vowel, consonant. What am I writing here? Consonant, vowel, and then we have another consonant. And this is just kind of open, right? The T, so you have consonant and then vowel. So you can see where you kind of divide up the syllables. So on the reading practice on page 9, this will be your homework, Vince, is to make sure you can say those and write those out.
Okay.
So I'll read line 1. Line 1 is Lael, starting from the right side. Lael, let, all, lace, lay, le, and lama. Or you might say lama. That means why. Like we hear Jesus on the cross, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Why?
Okay.
Do you want to try number 2? I know you just learned a bunch of these letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be mate, Matt, no wait, Met,
Met. Yep, you got it.
okay. Then male,
Made.
made. Oh, I'm confusing that one with the dollar. Okay.
That
That
is
one
that
looked like-
that one's a dollar.
Yeah, that looked like, I thought it was the, okay,
The lamet.
yeah.
Yeah, they look a little same.
And then the mess,
Mace.
mace. Wait a minute.
Mace.
Mace. Oh, because
He-
it's making the A sound.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's Area. Those 2
Mace.
vampire dots that make an A.
Got it. Okay. And then this is gonna be my it's mile
Meal.
meal.
Yep, like you ate a big meal.
Oh, because it's a dot below meal.
Yep, see it?
Yeah, meal. Then mal.
Yep.
Then mead.
Yep.
Then Meg.
You got it.
Then
This is a seglet word with the 2 in a row. It's hard, right? It's a hard one.
May.
It's an S. It's an S.
Mayfed.
It's an S sound, so it's method.
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 Meth. Wait, say it again.
It sounds like I said method.
Yeah.
Like method. like the method, like the,
Oh, method.
yeah, like
got
the inductive method, or what are you gonna say?
Got it. Okay, so that was just meh. And then. Wait a minute, I'm confused. How do you get the?
Oh, it's a
second part?
method. Let's see. Like I told you.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at it wrong. Yeah, I see it now. Okay,
See it?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Method, okay, I see it.
Okay. So Vince, I want you to do number 9 or page 9. Do the reading practice on page 9.
Okay,
Make sure you understand all those sounds and those vowels
okay,
and write them out. And then next week, we're going to learn the remainder of the alphabet and a few more vowels. And then we're ready to like rock on reading
So-
Hebrew.
on Saturday, did you do all of it?
No, I stopped right there.
Okay, so when we come on Saturday, we'll be caught up.
You'll be caught up.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And Tim and Mirtha, I'll work with you guys anytime if you're not ready to move on.
And you're gonna start recording on Saturday, right? So we
Yep.
can have,
I'll
Thank
start.
you.
We'll start recording them.
that will help big time, yes.
All
That
right,
way
I'm-
you-
So Lee, if I spend like a couple hours this week crushing what you got, where we got, and then another couple hours maybe connecting with you to get where Vince is now,
I think you'll be in
then
there.
I'll be ready for Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
All right.
need to get with me again, just let me know. But
Okay.
yeah, you already had like a good amount of exposure to the alphabet and stuff. So I think
Yeah.
you'll be right in there.
Yes, sir. All right.
there's an app called Write Hebrew that had little like little quick lessons. They were like I don't know if you can see it.
I cannot see it.
Let's see. Nah, I can't make it any bigger.
Put it
Anyway,
in the group
Yeah,
me.
the app is called Write Hebrew, but it had little like practice things where you can write it with your finger and it
Oh,
and sound it out. So
That's
that
a good
way
idea.
you can get a little more practice in. So we were practicing that when we were in the car.
Oh, cool. Put that app in the. Would you put that app in the group me?
please.
Okay. Okay,
Sweet.
I will do that.
All right. Well, shalom, guys.
Shalom, Lee. Thank you. You have a blessed rest of the evening and see you Saturday, God willing.
Okay, I'll see y'all then.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
Friday
you.
night, Friday night.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Peace
Great
out.
class.
All right.
Great class.